the people, this is speculation, Your Honor. There is no proof that anyone was satisfactory. This is speculation, Your Honor. I'm sorry. None of them could take accountability for their own actions and pushed it all onto me instead. The only two people that could disprove their lies were just made into lying manipulators and wiped off the internet. Aside from labeled speculation, everything presented in this document is true to the best of mine and Red's knowledge. I have nothing to hide, and there is... I just remembered something that I can't say, but... Okay. Okay. And there isn't a reason to hide anything anymore. The bulk was shown in here over the past 2 years. Keep in mind that no matter who you are, opinions, thoughts, and feelings can change a lot over a long period of time, for better or worse. I went back and forth on a lot of things to put in here, asking myself I should leave them out for people I still care for or keep them in for my own sake. Oh no, girl. Oh, the burden of proof is on the accuser, not the accused. Oh, that's so Lacrange. Oh no. Oh no. Dude, can I just say, whenever they end it with an inspirational quote, that's never good. Oh, that is so not good. Listen, this is just a summary about what's going to happen. So, if you guys want to read it, feel free. It's on Sinder's Twitter. It's a beautiful document. I would like to start into the chapters because we have quite a few chapters apparently. Yeah, this is the opening paragraph, and there is just so much more. Redacted. Red helped me to put this entire document together. We want to be upfront and honest that this was two-person effort. His own commentary is present through and it's labeled as his, highlighted in blue. Come, really? His name is redacted with red and you highlight it with blue? Really? Come on. Come on. I know that this is the autism speaking out of me, but come on. Can we just point out the real problems here? That is criminal, gentlemen. Hello, I'm Red. Hi, Red. I'm Cinder's longtime partner. Ooh, so it is out in the open, huh? And have worked alongside her since she started a career. I helped her put this document together to set the record straight. Over the past few months, I have had to come to terms with being the reason why Cinder's image, her relationships, and her career were all ruined. I heard people... Okay, I wanna state it here. I don't think it's fair to pin everything on Red. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it's a genius move to point everything and just say that she didn't do anything and he was the bad guy. I just don't think it's honest, perhaps. But listen, we do stand a king who is letting their queen step on them, okay? Like, that's very honorable, I suppose. But still, okay, yeah, I hurt people who were our friends. I fucked up and she had to answer to the world for it by herself. My actions ruined everything for her and I'm taking responsibility and helping her pick up the pieces. I didn't want to put out something sooner without her that could have made things worse. I ask you, don't hold what I did against her. Now, here is my pickle with this. Since you have been Cinder's longtime partner, according to your words, that means that's not just like, oh, you have been hired, employed, right? That means you have been living with this girl for like quite a long time. And as much as you are your own person, it's impossible not to share things between you and your boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, whatever you want to label it, yeah? Because... you cannot just be like, oh, we have been together for half a decade, but also I don't fucking know about anything and she doesn't know fucking anything. You know? So I'm not sure if I accept this. But let's read. Red and I are still together. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm happy. Please don't let your relationship get ruined by just like some fucking internet drama. Okay? Like, real life is more important. So good for you. We had a falling out and spent time apart after the documents dropped on April 26. But he was still here for me when I was ready to talk to him. I'm sorry, that poor guy. Was he literally just like shoved out of the house? It like the drama drops. Red, get the fuck out of here. And Red was like, I am standing in the rain and it's very cold outside. Cinder, please let me back in. Please. Winter is coming. Please. That's exactly what happened. He became like the master girl at the side of the road. It's like, please, could you just buy a little mastic? It's really cold outside. I'm so sorry. We were able to work things out between us and forgive each other for what happened. I wasn't planning to say anything about this again publicly, but I felt the need to. Years ago, I cheated on Red. Oh. Oh, that was good. Damn. I think I would have leave out this chapter. Like, even if it happened, it's just like... Okay. Okay. Years ago, I cheated on Red Online for my own selfish reasons, and the things I said about him were out of my own frustrations and past experiences. I made things sound much worse than they were at the time and mischaracterized the person he is. Dude, Red is vipped. This guy went through so much shit. He got cheated on, he got kicked out, and he's still there. My queen, I still love you. Man. And he didn't even get the red color to write. Justice for Red? Question mark? That's going to be the new slogan or something. Red already knew that this happened way before it was made public in April, and no one else was ever told about it before than before than either. I'm gonna be honest with you, when I read about the chapter, the Google Docu about the cheating, I think that was too personal. I think it's fair to say whatever happens publicly with public figures, but this is such someone's personal life. I don't think that they should have dropped it. I think that was a little bit too much. But and also I wouldn't have addressed it. I would just like fucking skip this entire part. Yeah, it was too intimate, you know? It was just like too personal. We addressed both of our problems in our relationship and moved past it a long time ago. It had nothing to do with my career or current events, and it isn't relevant to talk about it further. We disagree, we get mad at each other, we argue, but our relationship isn't toxic or abusive in any way. That's good. That's good. I would appreciate it if the speculation around it would stop. Fair enough. I have nothing to say. Other than poor Red didn't get the color red. I am still mad about it. Red and I have always had some level of communication problems even with each other. Neither of us are good communicators beyond surface level. That's kind of funny to say considering she's a streamer. Like, the entire streaming career is wrapped around communications and just like talking and yapping. But she is suddenly emotionally stunted when it comes to talk to her boyfriend. It's hard to open up and we get in our own heads about things. We butt heads and disagree with each other sometimes, and even more so working together every day. It's gotten so much better over the years, but it's never been perfect. Bro, this is so personal. This is so personal. Why would you put this out there? No one cares about this. Like, no one tried to cancel you because you cheated on your boyfriend. Like, that wasn't at all the issue. This is just filler. This is like fluff. This is like, you see, we are just people. We are just mortal humans and we just bicker because that's what life is. You know? So the idea of anyone in any relationship would know about and agree with everything their partner feels, says, I see now. Okay. This was a build-up. I see it now. This is not about humanizing them. It's to make sure that, hey, my relationship is so surface level and I am unable to communicate with my partner who I've been dating for so many years, that just because he's a cunt in DMs with someone, it doesn't mean I am a cunt. I do not know anything about this. This was him, not me. I don't know. Okay, that makes sense. I was questioning the logic, but now I understand. Okay. I am not the only one who's ever had a significant other keep secrets from them, and neither is Red. Every relationship is different, has its own nuances, dynamics, and problems, functioning in a way only two people involved know of and fully understand. No one looking in can say otherwise. Because I cheated on Red, should I assume that everyone's significant other has cheated on... What are you talking about, girl? What is this? What is this aimless yap? What the fuck? Should I assume that all of my friends' relationship is... No, just because you cheat on your boyfriend, it doesn't mean everyone wants to cock their boyfriend. But what? What is this? No, and for me to claim I know exactly how things work between them... No, but there is a difference between cheating on your boyfriend and having day-to-day conversations about a business you two run together. I feel like the two examples are not quite the same. Am I crazy for thinking that? When I became Sinder, we wanted to keep our relationship private. In public, Red was simply my manager, and we hid our relationship from friends for over a year during multiple trips. We agreed that I would tell my closest friends about our relationship in March 2024 because we felt we were close enough and trusted them enough to tell them. When we traveled, my friends... Okay, I want to point out that it wasn't... Despite Sinder wronging many people who is going to be mentioned in this, it wasn't any of these people who told about the relationship. It was like a random girl who knew Sinder before she became Sinder that, oh, I remember when you came to an anime convention and it was with your boyfriend. And then suddenly the boyfriend became a manager. So I'm not even sure what's the point of... This is almost like a shade, except Lily and Bao and Nano, like they have done nothing. They did not speak about it at all, despite them knowing it since like 2024, right? Showing each other our work DMs on our phone almost all the time from the chats we were both in, instead of talking about things out loud to keep up with our projects while away and stay with that person who knowingly perhaps destroyed your entire career. Would you continue to date them and move in together and whatnot? Right? Because I don't know if I'm toxic and I'm petty enough, but I feel like that I would hold so much grudge screwing me over that I'm not sure if I would be able to forgive. So it's either that she's a much more generous person than I am, and she loves him so much that she went over and beyond to forgive him, or... maybe they talked more than what she's willing to let on. You know? I don't know. I'm just, you know, speculation stream. I'm also just putting them out there. I lived with Red and his family from the summer 22 to the end of February 25. I have never outright... Why would you... Why personal chapter? Hello? Girl, don't dox yourself. It's not worth it. We wanted to keep at least part of our personal lives private from everyone, even telling some people we lived apart. On stream, I have always said I live with my family, friends, and streamed in a basement. The basement part is true. It's where I spent the majority of my time, and it's where I worked and streamed from. My career started here from 2021 with my ASMR. Red was the one with the PC, mic, and experience with content creation since it's been always been his hobby. I would go there more and more until I moved when I became a full-time streamer. For most of my earliest streams with the PNG model, Red would be in the room with me, modding a laptop and making sure things would run smoothly. He was there as my tech support since at the time I could barely play games, let alone understand how to use and fix OBS if something went wrong. We built my own PC and I stopped needing him by my side by the time I debuted my first model in June 2022. He moved his PC into his own room and worked from there since. Bro, streaming while someone is breathing through your shoulders? I would become fucking schizophrenic. Oh my fucking god. That's like the horror. Yeah, just like Sinder, my love, are you doing well? Yeah, I'm just licking the microphone, Red, go away. Just like blah, 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 blah. Jesus Christ. Starting sometime last year, my stream kept getting disconnected and we couldn't figure out why. This was going on for a few months and no matter what we did, it kept happening. We thought there could be something wrong with the internet there that we couldn't fix. So as a last resort, my parents and I made space for me to move back in with them with my entire stream set up in February. We were able to fix the problem. Dude, this is just stuffing. This is filling. The reason why I'm really revealing all of this because we could have easily gone through each other's DM whenever we wanted in those 3 years, but we didn't. But that's not how it works. Like, I'm not saying that if you're dating someone, you don't go through the DMs. But like, let's say that Sinder wants to commission Nano, and Red is taking care of it like a manager. Doesn't Red have to fucking say what happened in the conversation? Like, hey, Nano said X and Y. Oh, I'm sorry. That this and this happened. Like, what? The Nano section is what? Is it? Oh my god. We did all the time, but we didn't come through each other's DMs at the end of every day. We may have said, I don't know anyone who would say that it's a normal thing to do. We would just tell each other things that happened and that was that. I never felt the need to look over his shoulder and check anything. We trusted each other and he's always had my best interest in mind. Girl, now he either sabotaged you and fucked you over with your friends or he had your best interest in mind. We gotta pick a side. Working together. I'm choosing to have Red continue. Gentlemen, if you would be in a situation where you are the streamer and your girlfriend is helping you, and your girlfriend does a big fucky wucky that apparently you had no fucking idea about, and she ruins your fucking career, and you still decide to stay with her, would you still continue to work with her as a manager? Just wait. I'm just saying, you cannot tell me that this was all Red's fault and we hate Red. Well, don't hate him, but we blame him, right? But also, not only you're continuing to dating him, but you're working with him. Because that's just mentally insane. Because if that's true, and you really knew nothing about it, then you're just self-sabotaging and there is something abusive about this relationship. There is some brainwashing. There is some mind break somewhere here. So even if the manager or what I'm sending all the DMs, vice versa, if I was a manager, I actually believe that she probably didn't see the DMs. That's fair. Like, no, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't fucking like to read. If I would have a manager, I wouldn't want the manager to send shit to me because I'm not going to read it. As long as the issue gets handled, what the fuck do I care, right? But like, if there is really something fucky wucky, then I wouldn't work with that person. Because why the fuck would I trust that person again? He will be doing most of what he did for me before, but he will not be doing any work-related communication for me in any channels I am not also part of. I have Discord. I now have access to his Discord account to check on things myself if I need to. It's clear to me that he learned his own lesson from what had happened. Did he though? Bro, he was actually standing in the rain at the corner, just like, Sinder, I'm so sorry. Please, can I have at least an umbrella? It's really cold here. My nippers are getting perky. Cinder, please let me back in. It's really cold. I'm going to get tuberculosis. Cinder, please. I have learned my lesson. Please let me back in. I'm begging you. Please. This is the only fucking way I can imagine that she forgave him. If he wasn't sitting out in the rain, I don't fucking know, ma'am. It must have been. It must have been. He made mistakes. I forgave him. I wouldn't be here I am without him. And he's just as much part of Cinder as I am. I'm sorry. The first thing I was thinking about that all those pyropops who rubbed one out for Cinder, they rubbed one out for Red via proxy as well. Because that too is one. Good for him. Good for him. I'm happy for that. That's very, very good. Skip, please. All the pyropops are like sweating in chat. It's like, chat, is it gay to rub one out for Cinder? Oh my god. No, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. He wasn't just a manager that handled some messages, and he had a part in a lot of things that I did. He has always been main creative mind behind my debuts and other releases, even with how involved he was. Red is still his own person with his own ideas, his own opinions, his own feelings towards people. Oh my god. He has his own thoughts too? What? What? Is that even allowed? Chat, is it allowed for men to have their own ambition in the Big 25? What? Is that in the budget? Can someone check the budget for me real quick? What the fuck? Working under the same brand as me. We worked together on almost everything, but we didn't agree on everything. Well, I would like to say that if you're running a business with someone and you don't agree on anything and you're the face of it, then maybe it's a shit business. Maybe, like, I understand that you on person-to-person level, like in a relationship, you don't agree on everything. But on a business level, you should be on the fucking same side, buddy. I'm sorry. There have been business or creative decisions we would argue back and forth, sometimes taking days to read. Yes, but you see what this means? It means that they talked about it, they argued about it, and then they were on the same side. So you cannot say that you weren't always on the same side because you were. The compromise is right here. Red didn't always consult me before. Then don't fucking take him back. Then don't work with him. Because then he's not a... Imagine having a person who works under you and just constantly fucks up your business because he's unwilling to follow your orders. That's a shit employee. What are we talking about? He didn't always consult me before making his own choices in his messages with our partners. A lot of time I agreed with what he did or said it was fine, but sometimes I didn't. And we either compromised or I had him walk back what he said. Red didn't tell me about every single interaction. This just sounds like that. Blah, blah, blah. He had people work with him. Blah, blah, blah. I didn't expect him to. I trusted him. There was never a reason him to not tell me something important. That was until we disagreed about one of my friends' bow. Dun dun dun. At the start of this year, we moved a lot of our work-related conversation with various artists into a project server so everything could be organized into one place. I could be included in discussions and the decision-making where I needed to be and would be able to see everything being said without having to rely on Red to relay every detail of the things he was handling. This was for organization, convenience, and so I could interact with every person working me directly. However, this didn't mean Red didn't still use DMs to do business or talk people we were working with. Besides the allegations in Nano's document. What is the Nano? Okay, it's 2 chapters away. We have both worked with dozens of people who I believe would say their experience working with us was nothing but positive. Speculation, Your Honor, we don't have those people. Like I said in my apology, there were things Red didn't tell me about or hid from me and did without me knowing in his DMs. Okay, so Red's inclusion of Bao and Cotton in his exclusivity deal with Nano. I'm trying to think. Do I believe this? I'm leaning more. The thing is that something as an exclusivity deal sounds so fucking important in my head that I just don't believe that it wouldn't come on. Okay. Red telling artist number one Bo was someone he considered competition while discussing exclusivity on the same day as his deal with Nano. Red's conversation with Nano about Shy Lily. Red's conversation with mod number one about Silverville through 24 and 25. Red asking artist number two about not working with Silverville. Red's conversation about artist number one. I can see these. I don't believe this one. I don't know why. I feel like that if it's something you want to push an exclusivity deal onto someone, you would tell about everything. Like, this is just like, sure, it's just like fucking chit-chat. I don't expect that, but... The names of Artist 1 and 2 and Mod 1 are hidden to protect privacy since they weren't directly involved in everything that happened in April. They will be reintroduced later. Oh god. Falling Out. Chapter 12. The Falling Out. The night the first documents were posted, Red was here with me. I ended my stream and he came over to see me while we worked on a few things together. We were still awake when Nano and Bo posted their documents at almost 2 AM EST. I didn't understand what was going on and started panicking. Red tried to explain what happened, but I blew up and kicked him out, regrettably refusing his help. We weren't in contact for almost a month of... Wait, bitch! Wait, whoa! Wait! They dropped the Google Dokie and the poor boy was yeeted out like immediately? Like just like that. Google Dokie drop and boom. Just like that. Oh my god. What the... Okay. Listen, I don't know. Listen. I don't want to be inappropriate, but Red must be a very happy boy if he still stays after everything. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. If I would be kicked out after this, I wouldn't fucking go back. Holy shit. I don't think so. I had one of my close friends reach out to me after things were public and responded to them sometimes after Red was gone. I chose not to include their own message here. Well, then why did you include yours? We are getting half of the conversation. That's useless. I'm so sorry, Beep. I'm trying to collect myself. Red and I aren't speaking right now. I'm so upset with everything. I was distraught and I posted that Red was fired later that morning. I wasn't trying to throw him under the bus and avoid accountability. Sure. I was blindsided by my friends publicly pointing the finger at me for words and actions I didn't even know about and I didn't agree with. I didn't know what else to do. In my apology, I said, as of yesterday, he's no longer working with me, and I have not extensively discussed any of this with him. Because Red will continue working with me, I will be deleting this Yeah, so yeah, my girl, you, my angel, how can you be so beautifully stupid? Oh my god, Sinder, Jesus Christ. What? This is Pirate Software's downfall, but VTuber Big Boob Edition. I am... My goodness. My dear Lord goodness. I swear to God. Okay, chapter 1 finished. Jesus... Oh, Jesus Christ, my love. This is... I just feel so bad. This is so unnecessary. This entire thing. Just say my bad dog and move on. Do an ASMR where you lick the pyro pop's ears and they are going to be like, I love you, Cinder. You have big boobs. Here, 10 gifted. Why drag this drama after 5 months back? Why? Like, literally, half the people don't even give shit. You know what she will achieve with all of this? It's not that the Pyropops will care. It's that all the creators who are involved in this are going to be so angry. And they are going to be like, you know what? I am going to talk about the shit we didn't talk about out of respect. And we are going to set you on fire.
That was good.
That's what's going to happen. And it's such a horrible, horrible thing to do. Oh, she just should have leave it. Oh. My apology and taking accountability. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now that I have reviewed everything that happened, I had time to reflect on my own actions. I can't believe... This is what she was cooking for 5 months? I thought it's going to be a re-debut. I was like, she must be cooking something. It will be an amazing re-debut with a new artist, with like a new rig or something. Make like a single song, a diss track or something. Make it meme. New merch. It's just business. Cinder's face on it. Oh my god. Hold up. No, man, it would have been so good. We're only 1 chapter in. Oh my god, stop cooking. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm focused. I might need to make more tea for this. I was not expecting this length. Now that I reviewed everything that happened and had time to reflect on my own action, there are some details I need to point out and corrections I need to make from the apology. Then I will go over the things Red or I or both did wrong so we can take responsibility. Each section after this will explain the full story around major individual, anything Red and I did, defending ourselves, Okay, so, screenshots directly taken from another document. things I took accountability for. I read the apology. This is not very interesting to me. Let me see what Red has to say now. That's interesting. I have always been more or less the creative lead on what we did, like model designs, project ideas, and art in general. That's actually so surprising. I always thought that a VTuber's own passion is to fiddle with the model and whatnot. It's kind of crazy that the guy is doing it. But it makes sense because it appeals to the male gaze so fucking hard. So it makes sense that it was a guy doing it. Passion, but it's just business. Tomato, tomato. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all because Cinder's model designs were always fucking peak. It doesn't have the female gaze, it has the male gaze, actually. Sinder often agreed with my creative judgment. She trusted me to do the communication I did her without oversight. For example, a lot of times I would be the one talking to the artist we were working with only knew me as Cinder's manager. If I knew the direction I wanted to take something, with or without talking to Cinder beforehand, I said, I want this art to be like this, instead of Cinder wants this art to be like that. I don't think that's a problem. If Cinder was giving him, like, the freedom to do whatever the fuck, I think that's perfectly fine. Then it felt awkward thing for me to say. In my mind, to the person we were working in, I'm just the manager, not the creator, not the streamer, not their client. What I myself wanted wasn't important. What Cinder wanted was. So in order to give weight to what I would say, I started using we early on. Okay. Okay. This is building up a defense. It sounds like I'm reading like a lawyer presented documents. It's like this is the subtle foreshadowing. You see, it's like because we started using we. If we wanted to do something in a certain way, then it would give me the agency by implying that we both agreed on it. But the thing is that ideally, you should have both be agreed on these things, right? Because they were working together and Cinder was the star. You were just a backup dancer. So hypothetically, the we was still a we because you went along with it. The Cinder was aware of the decision being made regardless of it. She actually was or wasn't at the time, and that my words had meaning. I was speaking on we, the brand's behalf. It became a habit of mine to talk this way regarding any project or business dealings. I didn't start doing this because anyone told me I should be. I didn't speak like this all the time or every single message. It's not like Cinder never knew about what I was saying when saying we. God, this is such complicated sentences. Just say that you just... Oh my god, I could have summarized this up in 2 sentences. This is word diarrhea on a page, gentlemen. If afterwards she did disagree with me on something, then I would have to walk back on what I said. Cinder actually wants it this way. For example, very often Cinder was on the same page as me beforehand or would agree with what I said. Her knowledge using we after. Yeah, we get it. It's we. We, monsieur. You guys were together. Missing information, lies, incorrect statement. I left out a lot of information regarding my experience with Sylvie in trying to overly apologize to her and ended up making things sound so much worse than what happened. I lied about not knowing Red spoke to Nano about Spite. Not make things worse for myself, but by revealing more Nano or Spy did about what happened regarding to her. I was wrong about which year the situation with Nyantails took place in. I wrote it after my debut. Which one was that one? I don't know this one. My apology, the accusation made is this is the stupidest fucking chapter. Bro, you are just mansplaining what you fucked up in your apology. This is not taking accountability. This is just being like, I don't fucking know. Don't worry, it's get how? This entire chapter is about like, haha, you remember when I apologized? Well, I actually lied a bunch. So anyways, this is what I lied about, and I totally wink wonk not lying about anything else in this 1000-page document. Surely, everything one of us or both of us are guilty, that accountability is taken for and shown in this document in the order they are represented in. It's crazy. This is such a horrible chapter. I would have quit this entirely. Like, why would you admit lying? Just don't talk about it. Just move on. Every claim of wrongdoing that was made against Red or I isn't listed above is not true. Whether it was an assumption or a lie in someone's document, statement about me, or verbally on stream. I would list false accusations here, but there has been such a ridiculous amount at this point I don't even know where to stand. I will let this document speak for itself. Oh my god, and it is. It is, my friends. My friends. It's been falsely